My channel. This is Crypto Market. Alright, and in today's video we are going to be going over how to make a banking application. Alright, how you deposit funds to your bank, decentralized in a decentralized way, how you withdraw it, how you view your balance, and also if that's what you want, stick to today's video. Alright, in my last video I made a video about an introductory video into Solidity, which is a programming language on Ethereum and Ethereum compatible blockchain. Alright, so I stopped here. I needed to talk more about the um I needed to talk more about like your license. Alright, yeah, like making a smart contract, you have to specify the license you are using. You have different type of license, but we'll be using license code MIT. So this is how you write it. License, you say SPDS license, and then fire on you put your MIT. Let me try this thing. Let me say I want to like let's do it. Let's just use MIT there. All right, let's just use MIT there, and we start. What we will we start by is declaring our Solidity version, and I'm sure you already understand what I'm like doing here. So if you don't understand, please go over to my channel. I've made a video about that. We're going to write a function that says deposit. All right, and it's going to take in something. It's going to take in amount unit. All right, unit in Solidity means we have it just like integers. All right, we have unit, we have int, which is unsigned integer. Sorry, signed integer is int, unsigned integer is unit. All right, unsigned integer is just telling like only positive numbers. All right, and this 256 is just like can take we have unit 8, we have unit, I think we have 64 as well, we have 256 actually. So if I come here and remove unit, all right, it's still the same thing I was saying in 256, but to be more professional I'm just put 256. All right, then I put my amount. So in 256 just saying that the numbers can be really large. All right, really large, other than unit 8, unit 64. They're just based on they have certain limits. All right, so this is just the popular one to use when you're trying to make something like this. All right, I'm going to have the amount, and yeah, that's it. I'm going to make this public. All right, I'm going to make it public, and it's not going to return anything because obviously we are not returning anything. I'm just going to make a public view. I have to make it payable as well because this guy is going to run a transaction. All right, into so there's only for me to make out view. Since I'm using payable, that's just take it itself. So how are we going to do? What are we going to do here? Well, let's proceed. Before we do anything, all right, we have to make a state variable. We have different kind of variable in Solidity. We have state, we have global, and we have local. All right, you have to make a state variable. Actually, you can add code this, but I don't want to add code it because I want to change it later on. All right, so that I can say, oh, no, you can change the amount you want to use to deposit. All right, so I'm going to come here. I'm going to say unit 256. All right, I'm going to make this public. I'm going to make it public, and I'm going to say price, and I'm going to say equals to 0 point. In fact, let's make it just 1 ether. All right, 1 ether. All right, so this is telling you that this is just the price of our what do we have? Okay, okay, what do we have again? Okay, let's see, come on, see, you need to stop this error. Right, that's it. Okay, I think the issue I'm having is because I'm calling it here, so I'm trying to remove this here, and sorry, let me just put this guy in there. Okay, I'm so sorry about that. That was my mistake. All right, so that should comment out the error. So this is what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to say in public 1 ether, right? So this is telling me the price. This is the price. Then I'm going to come here. there's I said something about global variable, and we are going to make a check just to check that the person that is depositing into our smart contract is not depositing value of zero. So we want to make sure that you have to deposit more than zero. So in this sense, you have to deposit more than or equal to 1 ether before you can say you've deposited successfully. So how we do that is we add a requirement check. So actually there's more way of writing this to be in a gas efficient manner, but for this video we're just going to go with this. So we're going to make a requirement check, and we are going to say msg. All right, msg dot value. The value you're putting there is the ethers. All right, is greater than or equal to. That's how we write it now. It's greater than or equal to price. All right. Then if that works or it doesn't work, we want to try an error and say insufficient funds. All right, we want to do that. All right, so we want to say insufficient funds. Now we have our requirement check, and what's error? Actually, I've seen this yellow arrow. It means that you're actually fine. It's just little warning. Okay, sorry. We shouldn't pass in anything, so it's just going to run automatically itself. Yeah, we are not passing amount because we are going to pass in amounts here. So let's just leave it. Since we are using MSG value, I think that's fine. So then you want to, after we've checked that you have enough funds, then we want to like push you into the smart contract. We want to tell you that okay, you have actually deposited funds into the smart contract. And how are we going to do that? We are going to have an array of addresses where we store users. Then we have we have address payable. All right, you have to make it payable in the latest version. So if I go here and I reduce my version and I say 3, it's going to try an error because payable is not available then. All right, so if I say I'm using 0.4, you should throw me an error. Yeah, as you can see, it's throwing me an error. If I say I'm using 5, it's going to throw me an error, but it's only available on the 0.8 version. As you can see, it's throwing me an error. So I have to go back to this guy. So I'm just trying to tell you what you need. All right, address payable. Address payable. Users. All right, let's just say users. All right, yeah, address payable users. Let's do it like that. Okay, so we say address payable users, and we are going to use something called push. So we are just going to push people users dot push, and we are going to say payable msg dot sender. All right. And I hope you understand the reason I'm using payable. The reason I'm using payable is because this is going to make a transaction. You have to pay something. You have to do some certain transaction before it will work. So solidity won't understand what you're trying to do unless you use the payable keyword, alright, which is a global variable. So after that, we want to update their balance. So we are going to have another state variable here. What it is going to do is that it's going to we are going to have we are going to have a check for balance for the smart contract, and we're going to have a check for balance for each users. So let's write the one for balance for smart contract. So we do that by saying unit 256 public balance. So this balance will be meant for only the smart contract, and we want to have another one that is for the users. So how we do that is that we have a mapping. Now how we have a mapping is we have a mapping that maps address, all right, the address to units, all right, unit 256, all right. So we make it public for the sake of this video, just for us to see what is going on in the background. So we say public and we give it bar of users. Now this is not actually because it's going to be users balance. Let's do like this. Users balance. All right. So yeah, what I'm trying to do here, I'm just trying to map address, specifically address of anybody that is calling this to a unit. This is just going to return a number for me, a unit. That is, the address is going to return. I'm mapping address, all right, to a number, which is going to return me a number. All right. So I will do that now. Is we come here and we're now going to say balance, all right, balance of the smart contract itself. Balance of the smart contract itself will now be plus or equal to msg dot value. All right. Then users balance, we're going to say users balance as well. I hope this is big enough for you guys to see. Yeah, if this one, I think that this is big enough. So user balance will now be equal to plus or equal to users balance as well. Yeah. Okay. Word. Oh, sorry. Is equal to msg dot value. Um, so what do we have? Okay, mapping. You can map. Types in sorry containing nested mapping. Blah 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 blah. Okay. Yeah. Unless you have another state variable that does that for us. Uh. Uh. mm, okay. Okay. Let's do something. Okay. Uh. Uh. Let's see. Okay, this is the drawing error. Okay, let's just leave. Let's comment this here out. So we're going to come back to this a bit. The only way you can check the people's balance is with but I think this should work. I don't know why this is actually equals a balance plus msg. Okay, bro. We got. Let's see. MSG dot sender. All right, equals plus or equals MSG dot value. All right, MSG dot value. Right. Do it like that. Yeah, and that takes away the error. So what we're trying to say here is that the user's balance of the MSG to sender, because actually if I don't put the MSG to sender is the address here in this sense, like the address, the person sending it, like the address. So if I don't put this, it's going to return an error because so it doesn't understand what I'm trying to say. So that's it. We are done for that. So we are going to write a function that withdraws as well. A withdrawal function, and it's going to take in something. It's going to take in unit 256. All right, it's going to take in amount, and it's going to make this payable public, payable. And we're not going to make it view, and we're just going to do like that. First of all, we want to check. Okay, we want to check our balance. Okay, we have our balance this thing here already. Well, how are we going to start? We want to check that the person that wants to call this withdrawal function has already deposited into the smart contract. All right, you don't just go to bank and say you want to withdraw, even when you don't have any amount. So you want to do that. So we are going to require that users balance of MSG to sender. I'm going to require that user balance of MSG dot sender is greater than 0. All right, that's how I want to check. You have, oh my god, you should make a deposit first so yeah, so we do it like that. Yeah, so you want to check that require user balance is greater than, you want to take that your balance, your amount here is actually greater than zero. All right. So since we make a check here that price must be greater than this guy or equal to 1 ether, and that means you're on the right track. So I will check withdrawal function, and okay, we are still going to use this guy out. So if you have seen yellow dots, that means you're on the right track, nothing much. So we now want to check and now want to pay you pay, like since we've checked, we want to pay, we want to make sure that um you want to withdraw from the smart contract, alright. And we also have to check that yeah your balance is your balance uh okay. I will do that. I think you should have also have a requirement check that says you don't withdraw more than the amount you've deposited, alright. I think this requirement check, yeah, is it there? The balance and it's in that. This is to make sure that okay. Mm, okay, let's make a requirement check. All right, requirement check that says uh amount. All right, amount is not greater than. So require that amount um is not greater than. Let's just copy this. It's a balance that is send. Uh, uh, so we are making a check for. So this is going to try an error because this is rubbish solidity. It's less than or equal to, that should work. So let's use less than or equal to. So we want to check that the person's amount, that this amount that the person wants to withdraw is actually less than his balance or equal to the balance. Because if you want to come here and you want to withdraw more than you deposited, it's going to have error there. So we are not going to say uh, what error should we throw? Yeah. Your deposit is okay. You can you cannot withdraw more than you have deposited. Actually, this is long, and this is actually not good for the smart contract because of gas fee. All right, so if you are writing a smart contract and you want to throw this a lot of error, I will advise you don't write this much, and because it's going to really eat your gas fee. All right, I should test this out with a blockchain, but I'm not going to do that. All right, so this is going to eat your gas fee. You shouldn't be throwing this much um errors. So we've made our check, and we want to make our check. How we do that? You're now going to say amount. Sorry, you're going to say payable. Um, the message of sender, and again, the message of sender is the person interacting with it, the address of the person interacting with it. So payable message of sender, it's just um transfer the person's amount, alright. Transfer amount. Yep, that works for everybody. Okay. This is not wrong. This is. Let me just send that dot transfer amount. Okay, that would definitely give me an error because that is rubbish. Yeah, that's definitely rubbish. So do like that and come here. Uh, sorry, dot transfer. I'm going to have amount, and that should give us no error. Okay, what do we have? Okay, let me just take one out of it, and that should take away the error. Okay, the error here is sender. Alright, sender. Okay, okay, big guy. Alright, so let me write down one again. What I am doing here is I'm just saying I want to transfer the amount payable msg dot sender, all right, then dot transfer the person's amount. All right, we can do that. It's going to transfer everything that is in this smart contract, but we actually don't want to do that. So we just want to like transfer what is in the person's, all the person input. All right, upon then we are going to check the balance. We are going to update the balance. All right, so actually this is not going to work. You know why? It's not going to. Okay, let's see. Let's see. I'm not sure if this is going to work. We're just going to minus this and minus this from what we have. Sorry, minus from amount. Sorry, I'm going to minus it from the amount. I'm going to minus it from the amount. Okay, yeah. So let's test our smart contract out. This is it. This is the decentralized. This is coding we need for that. Actually, there are lesser way of doing this. I'm just trying to be make this more look small. Okay. All right. I have Ethereum converter here. All right. No, we have unit of Ethereum just like Satoshi BTC. We have Ether. We have Gui. We have Ether. We have Gui. We have Gui, and we have Fidney or Fitney or something like that. So we are using one here. So if I copy this in a way, it's the same thing as well. But since we are using one Ether automatically, there's no point. I can just come here and say Ether, and I put in one here. All right. So let's test our error check. If I say deposit without putting any amount, as you can see, it says error, insufficient funds. All right. So if I come here and I put one Ether, right? This is equal to one, and I deposit, and you can see it's successful. And if I take my balance, and you can see I'm having one Ether here. So if I copy this and I go back, because this is reading in way, all right. So if I copy this and I come in this here and I put this here, so you can see it's still telling me one Ether. All right, that's right, that's correct. So if I deposit another one, boom, sorry, incorrect funds, all right, so insufficient funds, and I deposit, boom, and I check my balance, boom, this is 2 Ethers. All right, and you can read my balance here, it's also saying 2 Ethers. So if I come here and I comment everything out and I paste it here, as you can see this is 2 Ethers. All right. So and I want to check users balance. All right, I want to check the balance of the person that has actually deposited into the smart contract. So I copy this balance, I put in, and I take user balance. All right, as I see, the person's balance here is 2 Ethers, which means our smart contract is working fine. So if I go back to this guy and I say this guy haven't deposited, this address haven't deposited anything, and I paste in here, it should return 0 because this person have not deposited into the smart contract. But if I come here and I say I want to deposit 1 Ether, all right, and I hit deposit, and as you can see, it runs, and I check the person's balance is on 1. Cool, very cool. And if I check the total balance of the smart contract, it should be 3, all right, 3, which is showing 3 Ether here as well. Cool, very cool. Clap for yourself. You just written something, just you've written a smart contract for yourself. And what else do we need to check? We want to check the withdrawal function, right? Let's say we want to withdraw. This person has deposited enough. Let's say we want to withdraw 20, and 20 is not there. So if I hit withdrawal, nah, that shouldn't work. Let me check my balance. Okay. The reason why 20 works is because 20 is just like a little amount of it, so which is less than our deposit amount. So if we want to do that, let's say this person, what's the address? This person's address. Alright, this person has, I think this person has enough. The person has 19 blah 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 blah. Let the person deposit again, and let's just test it again. So that we just withdraw 1 Ether directly, and let's see. So we want to withdraw 1 Ether directly from this smart contract. Alright, so 1 Ether. I'm just going to copy this and go to remix, and we come here, hit withdraw and check balance. Check the person's balance. The person's balance have been reduced by 1. As you can see, if we withdraw again and check the person's balance is now 999. And we check the balance. Actually, the balance is not working. Why is it not working? Why is it not working? I have no idea. Okay, the function call. This is total balance, of course. Okay, okay. Other than doing it this way, you can just use image to send that in this manner. So you sender. Sorry, image the value. Yeah, that should take it there. MSD dot value. Yep. So let's redeploy again and let's deposit 1 ether, right? Let's deposit 1 ether, 1 ether, and check this address. Sorry. The person is already, the total balance here is 1 ether already. And let's say you want to withdraw that 1 ether. This is going to throw an error, I guess. Okay, that didn't throw an error. That didn't try now. Okay, let's try and put in something here. Is it to draw? This should work. Come on! It's depending. Blah 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 blah. Blah 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 blah. Okay, let's do that again. Um, let's do that again and again and again. Again. Um, let's see the percent of this. Because the person is 160 actually. So listen. Oh, this is too much. Sorry, that is too much. So let's use it deposit again, and you can see the person's balance is now 1. So if I check withdraw, and you can see the balance of Ethereum here is now 0. Just that's been withdrawn. I check the balance of the person. It's 2. Okay, this is the user's balance here. It's not correct. Oh, sorry. I check withdraw. What error do we have here? Check withdraw. So the person doesn't have enough balance actually. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Deposit, alright. Business balance, withdraw, balance, business balance. Okay, this has no effect on it. So I think let's go back to our amount. But I'm wondering why it is not working there. So it is the amount that is going to um, um because we do like we should. Instead of saying the amount you want to withdraw, you can use MSC as value. But let's just continue this way. So let's you want to deposit this and via balance. The balance is this, and I want to withdraw that as well. Go and check the balance. Okay, that is okay. That is okay. All right, cool. Very cool. I don't know why it wasn't working the other time. All right, so it should be amount, no more. So let's try our smart contract again. Let's say we want to deposit 1, is we deposit, and we want to deposit another one. Let's say we want to deposit 3, and we hit deposit. All right, and we want to make a check just to make sure that we don't deposit more than this amount. And let's take our balance. Our balance is reading 4. Let's take the user's balance. User's balance is reading 4 as well. Let's withdraw 1 out of this. Let's withdraw 1 and it's withdraw and check the balance. Balance is 3. User's balance is also 3. Cool. Very cool. and the balance here is also reading 3. Very good, very good. And what else we have? What else we have to do? Okay, we want to make sure, we want to check this requirement, check that the person's balance is actually greater than 0. Let's say we haven't deposited anything into the smart contract. All right, let's say we have deposit. I would say we want to withdraw. All right, you should give me an error and say, yeah, you should make a deposit first. Very good. That requirement check is working. And let's say we want to require that check for the person's balance is actually less than or equal to this, so that you don't just say you want to withdraw blah 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 blah. So let's say we want to deposit 1. All right, 1 ether. We deposit 1 ether. Okay, and we want to withdraw 4. You can see error. You cannot withdraw more than what you've deposited. Very cool. Yeah, so that's the end of this video. If you like my video, I want this to see this code, I can upload it on my GitHub repo if you want to, or you can follow along with this code. That's it for this video. If you like this video, please subscribe to my channel, and on to another video I'm gonna see you. Thank you.